retired colonel in the U.S. Army. Now we're going to speak with a family nurse practitioner who served our country in the U.S. Navy as a nurse/medic. In studio right now, we're talking about Tim Fleming. He's a good friend of ours here at noon. How you doing, Tim?
Good. Glad to be here.
Everything going well?
Going well. Can't
Happy
complain.
Veterans Day. What does it mean to you?
Well, just means just service and sacrifice.
Yes, and we thank you for that. So what did you do during your 20 years in the Navy? What was it that you did?
Well, as you mentioned, first I was a Navy medic, called hospital corpsman for 8 years, and then I just continued to go to college, get some education and training, became a nurse corps officer in the Navy, and toward the end became a nurse practitioner.
Yeah, you served 20 years.
20 years.
It's good for the benefits,
It
you know.
is.
But it was a natural transition for you to want to do that in the private sector as well?
Definitely, because I already had my credentials, so
Right.
obviously I wouldn't, I could have gone out in a different field, but I was already trained, I had the experience, so I was, I was kind of valuable to the civilian sector.
Where did you serve? Are you allowed to say?
Well, yeah, I wasn't a Navy SEAL, so I can say where I served. I served mainly the East Coast, Maryland, Virginia, the Carolinas, Tennessee, Guam, and during the war I was in Kuwait as a practitioner, and I had about 40 people I was in charge of a medical unit in Kuwait.
Yeah. What was that time like for you?
You know, it was like every other day for me, because you don't know how stressful it is until you're done and look back at it. I just got married about a year before I deployed.
Right.
A new wife, no children. So I was still gung-ho about the Navy until the end, but it's different when you're married.
Yeah, and being apart for so long.
That's right.
How did your service time prepare you, though, for the job that you do?
Well, in the military, the Navy, I can say military because I was in the Army Guard and,
Right, okay.
and also the Navy. We really stress attention to detail. I can't tell you how many times I've been inspected, whether it's personnel inspections or field inspections, whatever it may be, but attention to detail is always the main issue.
Yeah. Somebody out there may be watching right now and they want to serve, but they also want to build a career. What do you say to them? You were able to do it the right way.
Right. Well, I say, healthcare is wide open in Alabama and Birmingham specifically. It's probably #1 industry. I've been doing it for all my adult life.
Right.
You can serve the country and others at the same time.
Well, we appreciate you and what you did for us. And any special plans for you the remainder of the day, or is it?
I'm going back to work to see patients, yes. It never ends.
It's always a work for
Yeah.
you. But when you look at your time in this day, how proud of you or of what you've been able to accomplish?
It's one of the best decisions I ever made with joining the Navy. A better decision was make it a career. I could have done more time, but again, I got married toward the end and wanted to settle down, and I told the guy in the back I wanted to buy a house and watch the trees grow.
Yeah.
So I've been able to do that, and I enjoy it, so I'm glad to have served.
And you're serving still, just
Still
in
serving.
a different factor.
It's just a life of service.
Tim Fleming right there, nurse practitioner here in town. We appreciate you, okay?
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. And we got more good work coming your way right after the break. Stay with us.